Do y'all ever have the idea, hey, maybe we should take something old and try to make it new again, try to breathe new life back into it? Well, I know I've had that idea before, and especially with springtime here and everything, with spring cleaning and everything, we come across old things that maybe we've forgotten about that we haven't used in a while, and get the idea. Well, maybe I'll breathe life back into this thing again. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to talk about here today, and I wanted to kind of talk about those things and how it relates to just kind of us being good stewards of our lives and our things and our bodies and our health and our material possessions and just ourselves overall in general, taking care of our things and ourselves, and also a little bit about idolatry as well that I want to talk about this morning or today as well. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Wes, and today again we're trying something new and a little bit different, different little scene and setting here. So again, today we're going to talk a little bit about just kind of taking care of our stuff, and how it's, I guess, human nature to always want more and more and more. I'm sure that all of y'all have experienced that at one point in time or another. Like I said, I mean, it's human nature. It's always the next thing, always wanting more and more and more money, a higher paying job, a bigger house, a newer car, the next thing, always. It's, like I said, it's kind of human nature on that. And in general too, I find that I mean, I've been guilty of it too. I mean, we can be wasteful as people too. I mean, what hurts me so bad is whenever I see food being wasted. I mean, that just gets under my skin so bad. It's when I see food being thrown away, knowing that there's hungry people in the world. I mean, there's probably somebody hungry, in the town where I live right here, people who don't know when their next meal is coming. So to see food just get wasted and just rot and go bad, I mean, that hurts me so bad. But nonetheless, that's a whole other story. And that's again, that's just Americans in general, the consumerism society that we live in. It's hard to get past that sometimes, but nonetheless, I don't like being wasteful on things, and I like taking care of my things. But there's so many different ways the devil tries to get us and trip us up, and one of those ways is through just laziness and slothfulness. And I've certainly fallen into that trap so many times throughout my life, and just instead of fixing this thing or repairing this thing that may just need a little bit of tinkering or a little bit of TLC or whatever, instead of doing that, let's just get rid of it and buy the next newest one. That's kind of the way that the society that we live in wants us to behave anyway, because after all, if we take care of our things and we repair them when they're broken, then why would we need to buy the next newest version of the thing that has a new color or some new, arbitrary feature that we would never use anyway? Well, we need to buy these new things anyway. So that's kind of what what they want us to do, whoever they are, right? So nonetheless, I do think that it's important to be good stewards of our lives and ourselves, and to take care of our bodies, eat well, eat healthy, don't overeat, don't be gluttonous, exercise, get proper sleep, learn how to breathe properly, learn how to manage our stress, because stress comes from so many different areas, from all angles. We need to learn how to manage that, and just how to manage our bodies so that our bodies can be that temple like we were always intended to be, for God to illuminate himself up through. So nonetheless, we need to take care of ourselves first and foremost. And again, I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. So it's a constant battle of finding that balance between indulging whenever you want to, but not to excess, and so on. But not only is it important, I believe, to take care of our bodies, but also to take care of our things and our possessions, and so on and so forth. Like I talk about being a good steward, and just repairing things whenever they're broken, instead of just throwing them to the side and finding the next newest thing. And so there's a couple of verses I want to share with you here. One of them is essentially about idolatry, and the other one is about stewardship. Okay, let's see. The first one I'll read is from Exodus chapter 20. Okay, it says, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any engraven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water underneath the earth. And again, that was Exodus chapter 20, verses 3 through 5. Let me read it one more time so these cards going around everything. It says, Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water underneath the earth. So, again, that's idolatry. Thou shalt have no other gods before me, and we shouldn't create in our minds any graven image. And that's what idolatry is to me. I think is whenever what we think about is what we're worshiping. Okay, if we're thinking about the newest thing, okay, well, I have this motorcycle that is half broken down, okay, and it's going to need all these things to fix it and everything. So forget that. Let's just get rid of that. Let's just get another one. Let me find this brand new shiny motorcycle that I like, and let me put all of my thought and all of my effort and all of my resources into this thing, and let me just think about it until it just becomes a reality in my life. No, that's idolatry. Okay. And I just use the example of the motorcycle because we're going to talk about motorcycles a little bit on this channel. So nonetheless, and people practice idolatry in so many different ways. We create these graven images in our mind of what this brand new shiny bike looks like, all the different things that are on it, all the awesome adventures that I'm going to have on this shiny new bike and everything. We create these graven images in our minds, like God's word strictly tells us we shouldn't do. Okay, we shouldn't worship any other gods before him, before the Lord. And again, whenever we create these images in our minds of these things, whether it be a motorcycle or a car or a house or a piece of land or a celebrity or a sports figure or a team or any other material possession or anything in general that is not the Lord our God himself, Jesus Christ, okay? Anything that we spend all of our time and energy and attention focusing on, well, that is worshiping gods other than the one that we should be worshiping, okay? When we build these creations, when we create these images in our minds of how our life is with all of these things, well, that is, again, doing exactly what he tells us not to do. So we should not do those things. And again, I'm just as guilty as anybody else. It's not like I'm sitting here saying, oh, I'm perfect and I've got it all figured out. I certainly don't, okay? I understand. I think I know what we should do in certain situations, but again, finding the balance and making yourself actually do those things it's not easy, right? Okay, another verse that I wanted to share with y'all is from Matthew chapter 25, and this is from the parable of the bags of gold. And in this story, this is where three servants were left in charge of a sum of money by their master or whatever whenever he went out of town for a period of time. One of them was left 5 bags, and then he invested the 5 bags, and then when the master came back, he had 10 bags, and the master was happy with him. The other one was given 2 bags, and he invested those 2 bags, and when the master came back, he had 4 bags instead of 2, so the master was happy with him. The third guy only got 1 bag, and instead of investing them like the other 2 individuals did, well, he buried it, he hid it, he didn't do anything with it because he was afraid that he was going to lose it. And the master came back and he gave him the 1 bag back, but he didn't invest it, he didn't gain anything from it, and the master wasn't happy with him. Okay, so this is what that story is what these verses are from. Okay, again, Matthew 25, it starts with verse 21. It says, his master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. Again, Matthew 25, verse 21. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. So whenever we take care of the things that we have, whenever we use the things that God has blessed us with, and we're not wasteful with the things, and we fix things when they're broken, and we invest things wisely instead of just being wasteful with our things and not taking care of them. Whenever we do those things, then we're doing what God tells us to do. Is we're being like the individual who got 5 bags and invested them and came back with 10 bags. We're taking care of the blessings that we've already been blessed with, and when we do that, we're showing that we can care for little. So when God sees that, well, He's going to bless us with more. Okay. But if He sees that we can't even take care of the things that He's already blessed us with, you think He's really going to bless us with more? No, of course He's not. That's why it's important for us to take care of the things that we have and be a good steward to all of the things that we've already been blessed with, including all of our material possessions and, of course, our body, the temple right here. So, again, just wanted to come on here and talk about that just a little bit. And I appreciate everybody hanging around and listening to me rant about this a little bit. And like I said, there are going to be some changes to the channel just a little bit. You know, you may see some different scenery and so on and so forth. There's going to be some moto vlogs worked in there and some other things as well. So I look forward to interacting with anyone in the comments who feels led to share anything. So nonetheless, I hope everyone has a blessed day, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.